Oops. What happened here? I forgot to film it. I first tried it, just take my word on it. Alright. Got the morning jazz going. It is 8:05 in the morning on Monday, September 8th. And I'm drinking some jasmine tea here. We got the jazz music on in the other room. The turntable. It's a beautiful, just 10 out of 10 day for weather, man. Low dew points, high breeze, low 70s, and the sun is just out in the open. Bitch. You little bitch. Bitch. Yeah, little fuckface. What you gonna do? I just noticed you can use the right stick to do this. Oh my god, it's way better. It's immediate. How did I not notice that? Also, this is taunt. I didn't know that R2 was taunt. I looked up what it did. I had to. I was like, what am I doing? Oh, you little fucker! Oh my god. Frayed rosary string. Okay, I have one. 173 now. That's good. I'm assuming it still has 30? Yeah. This jasmine tea. Jasmine tea is so good, man. Jasmine in the morning, pearl jasmine to be exact, and peppermint in the evening. Who's this fucker? Coming! Morning.
How are you?
Doing well, how you doing?
We come from the plumber. We
Yeah.
wanna fix your bedroom.
The bathroom? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
But you can use him because we're gonna remove everything.
Yeah, the shower.
The
right?
shower, yeah.
Yeah. But we can use the rest of the bathroom, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Except the shower.
Yeah, we were prepared. I got the call. So.
Okay.
Cool.
What's it like?
It's right here.
Okay, do me a favor. We're gonna remove everything from there.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it us.
Yeah, cool.
All right. I'm gonna bring my stuff.
Cool.
What's
You
your
got
name?
it. I'm Puncher.
Roman.
Thanks, Roman. Appreciate it.
My lady, she was calling you. You never answered.
I know, I was at work. I didn't have a chance. She always called me in the middle of the day. I was
But
like, I was like, you know, they'll come.
All right, we come, okay?
I appreciate it. said we have to remove everything from the bathroom. We're gonna make a lot of dust. So I was like, well, I'll take the shower curtain down, but you guys are just gonna have to clean the dust with me. I'm not gonna remove everything out of the bathroom, my furniture, my decorations. I'm not gonna take my silk racks off the wall. It's so completely fine. I'll throw them away. Like, do you want to remove any products in there? Feel free.
I guess so, yeah.
Take a look real quick. But if any mess they make, like, they're gonna have to clean up. Like, I'm not gonna just. I got a plumber coming to fix my shower. Yeah, this lady's been calling me every day at like noon. Like smack in the middle of the workday. And honestly, she's leaving me voicemails, but I guess it was rude of me not to call back and say, hey, I got your message, but at the same time, I don't know. Nobody got time for that. Oh, fuck. I'm such an idiot. I am a bit distracted at the moment because a guy just came in and was like, hey, like, we're going to trash your bathroom. You're not going to be able to use it for 3 days, which the latter I was aware of. So that wasn't a surprise. Oh, you fucking dicks. These things are crazy. God, these guys pack a punch, man. You bitch. Oh, God. Come on. Ooh. I'm not getting back up there, am I? Probably not. More powers. Daughter of a distant land, we who remained have waited long. Bind our strength to yours, reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. Sure. Swift step, hold R2. Bound the ancestral art, the swift steps. Alright. Sprint at blinding speed beyond one's natural limits. Chase down prey and leap great distances. Yeah, that's cool. This is why playing D-pad is better. I'm so much more comfortable on an analog stick, but I wish the D-pad on the PlayStation controller was like the D-pad on like a Xbox 360 / any Nintendo D-pad controller. Maybe not Switch One, but the D-pad is not one object. I mean it is, but the buttons are 4 objects on the surface, and it just feels a little unnatural to use. But I'll get used to it, I guess. Just gotta not look at it or something. The downward thing is so useful, man. Hooray. Have I been here yet? I have. Sorry I wrecked all your stuff. I'm trying to parry him. Where'd he go? The plumber came in here, was like, hey, we're gonna wreck your shit, and he just disappeared. But yeah, no, if someone... What do you guys think, chat? Should I have called this lady back? Probably. Probably. At the same time, it's funny that they showed up without me ever calling back. But the super, like the person who's on site to like kind of act on the landlord's behalf and take care of things, like we were communicating the whole time, and I was like, yeah, they can come through. That's how I knew it would take 3 days of no shower usage, so I'm gonna be showering at the gym. Hello, lady. Just gonna free. Oh my god, look at that. What the fuck? Just unleashed a hell spawn. Just unleashed a demon into the earth. Yeah, these are 4K textures. It's crazy looking. Man, this right stick discovery is real nice, guys. Look at that. Ooh, look at her go. Can't. Ooh. She feels so good to control. Look at her. Can I wave dash like that? God, the boss fights are gonna get fucking nuts. The meta for this game is gonna get Zuckerberg level meta. Gonna get super meta. Cool. This game is like the equivalent to seeing like a really well-made movie and just like pretentiously pointing out everything about it, you know? It's like, wow, the cinematography in Days of Heaven is just so exquisite and good. They put the extra effort. Like it's got like that going for it, because it is just every little thing with like game theory and game design. Like I out loud said, oh, I can't go back that way, and then you get an ability that lets you go back that way, and it's just anyway. Team Cherry, man. Fuckers. Coming back to beat his ass. Fuck! These guys eat my whole ass, dude. Oh, this is that place. I don't remember this door being a thing. These guys are interesting. Are they... Do they... I'm assuming they harm me. Yeah, they do. Okay. Because they don't really fight. They just sort of, sit there. Have I not seen this? I haven't seen this bench yet, I guess. Alright, I have a new ability, so I can now traverse in new ways, so it's worth a shot trying to figure that out right now. God, that's so nice. I need a map from our special lady friend. Man, my thumbs love the analog stick. What happened to this guy, dude? This plumber showed... Kai, where'd this guy go? He's just disappeared. Maybe he's just getting, like, supplies or waiting on, like... He's probably waiting on, like, another third party. Maybe, like... They're, like, stripping the existing tiles... And then they're going to be waterproofing the shower because our shower was not properly waterproofed. It was like I might as well have been taking a shower on the kitchen floor, basically. So that's good. Bitch. Didn't mean to aggro you. Come on in. Oh, dick. God, they always get one lick off on me every time. Fucking A. Fuck. This is gated, right? So I'm just doing a big circle. Yep, okay. I feel like half of my playthrough is just me wandering around the map like a moron. Yeah, I gotta get out of the way, these cunts. Her movement's crazy. She feels so good to control. Back at the witch the way we came. Guy's got some heartburn. Freed that demon. There's just a plague on an entire town because I released that thing. Some entire city is fallen to the furry moth creature. We know this area well. I think I hear my plumbers. Oh god. Let me in. How the fuck do you get in there? Alright, game. Alright, then keep your secrets. Let's explore with my newfound power. See what it fucking... Come fight like a enemy. Hello. Let me know if you need anything, man.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, newfound powers mean I want to explore. I don't remember being here. What the fuck is this? Oh. Okay. That's new. Really nice. Really cool mechanic. Oh god, this is so cool. God, okay. Fuck, man. This needs to operate. We've been here. I like that the rosaries just stay. It's pretty cool. God, these guys are neat. Oh! I have so many newfound abilities that it's almost overwhelming. I'm not used to it. I mean, it is overwhelming. What just happened? What on earth just happened? That's a hell of a walk back. Jesus Christ. That's quite the walk. I wish it'd be funny if you could befriend these enemies by... whatever. This is not Undertale. This is not that kind of game. I hear the plumber peeing. He's peeing very aggressively. Hi, sir, we have a no pee rule. Audio delay there on the chains. So quite the run back for my dumb ass. Having to go all the way back there is not the most fun. Oh, don't get distracted. Just get the shit. Just get your shit. Go. Why didn't I come up here before? This guy's just going ape shit in the shower, destroying things. I was hoping I could aggro it. Okay, where to? Where to? I hate this area. Damn, this guy is going ape shit in there. Oh, the fleas. This is the flea place. Oh, you! You're a flea. Oh, I see. I see now. Okay. You are a flea. That's adorable. You fly with your little hair. Okay. Neat. Interesting these guys don't, like, sell anything. You know? What is this guy's deal? Oh my god. I did this the other day. Just repeatedly. Oh god, we're going in circles. Profound hearing someone just destroy my shower. Not that I cared much for it anyway. Yeah, that's right, I unlocked this shortcut. Come get this sword. God, I gotta get better at getting the fuck out of the way from these guys, man. That was lucky. That was lucky. Dude, this guy's having a blast in there, just beating the shit out of the tile. Kinda jealous. I could use that in my life right now. Destroying some stuff. What is this? I've never been over here. You. Nice. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Let me know if you need any water or anything, bro. Me just walking around like I have max health. Like an idiot. Give me your health. No, you're not really the best for grabbing health. You are, though. Oh, God. You're gonna kill me. Come up here. God, that taunt is really useful. Oh, we're in uncharted lands, Frodo. Right into him. Good strategy. Just land right into his ass. Oh, let's go. See you, flea. 5 in total. Okay. Oh, fuck. In the air, the water everywhere. Inside the shells, twisted inside. Guts. Oh, berserk. Tightest around heart. Pulsing rhythm. Sick. Alive. Dead? Something worse. Deeper must look deeper. Interesting. Interesting. I need to buy some traps. It's cool I can set traps. Because the enemies have done that on me already. I gotta become more, fucking God. The instant heal is cool, man. I knew I was gonna fuck that up. Hey guys. We only got 2 people now. Yeah, I want to get all these. I don't know how to get back there. I love her little trot. On the map, I mean. Ooh, my battery's low. Time to charge the batteries. Oh, it's so tempting just to run around and find everything. This game is so good, man. Okay, this is the bench we're now gonna sit at. Let's go get my shit back. Am I being tricked? How do I get up there? Oh. God, I gotta figure these guys out. I'm using the analog stick again. I mean, what do? Do I just stay with analog stick because it's my natural? It's like, it's not quite as dramatic a difference as being right-handed versus left-handed, but it's definitely the preferred. It's like skating normal versus goofy, if for anyone who understands that. All my skaters out there. What is that? Oh. Karama. She's got fucking iframes. That worked out well. That went well. I almost lost a lot of rosaries. Fuck. I gotta be smarter over here, man. Gotta do something a bit different. Where's my shit? There it is. Fuck. These guys are no joke. I'm aggroing everybody at the moment. Just running a bit of a gauntlet here. Alright. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's gonna be a rough playthrough. I'm not very good at this, but I love it. Is this a Dark Souls? This is a Dark Souls. I think that's a girlfriend review thing. Is this a Dark Souls? Yes, it is. It is a Dark Souls. What time is it? 8:40 in the morning. Sam hasn't left your side. He's stayed in bed with you. You know what I mean. Come on. Oh, I fucking hate these guys. I gotta use my tools. Oh my god. Captain Stupid can't figure out how to play Silksong. Might as well get rid of the fodder. Big boy. God. That's a big boy. No. Oh, we've been here. This is the poetry place. The poetry place. There's a lot going on in my apartment this early in the morning right now. We got Silksong, we got a demolition, we got some good jazz. Left, left, right seems to be the way. You there, come. Oh shit! I mean, he got what he deserved. I didn't mean to go that hard on him. Look at this creepy decor. Fuck. Look at that. Look at... Oh, fuck me in the ass, man. Look at this guy. I'm gonna die just by being a dope. Captain Stupid. I need some easy heals. Not from you guys, though. Who's gonna give me easy heals? This is a bust. Fuck. He uses some silk to do that taunt. Some of the Silksong. Some of the Silksong is used for that taunt. Just hear my mic. Okay. I need a little bit of juice. Someone give me some yarn. Silksong's epic yarn. I want to know what the point of this gauntlet is. Well played, Bug. You really gotta just fucking... Look at this guy. Get up there. Oh my god. Everything wants to kill you in this world. I wish I could say that dodge was on purpose, but it was not. These guys crack me up. Like they just look at them. They got like that sharp head, and so they can just like the rhinoceroses of not Deep Nest. What the fuck is this place called? Fucking Fairloom. I guess the Marrow, technically. Let me up. There's nowhere up here. Her big ass head is in the way. I can probably turn that off. Oh can't. Oh, it's because the compass is on. It should let me turn that off. That'd be nice. Just temporarily in the menus. Hey, Team Cherry. If I can turn off all this shit, let me turn off, By the way, how do those look pretty good, these pins. Vendors, flea caravan. The fleas get their own thing. That's interesting. I didn't deem them special enough to have a pin from our special lady friend. I'm playing the aggressive on your bitch ass. Alright. It's somewhere over here, dude. Like, you gotta go down. Oh, fuck me in the cock. Might as well kill you. Oh, wrong button. A lot of buttons. I need to play off stream for a bit and just like get good. Oh, wait, there's nothing here. Damn. Where do we go, everyone? Well, I think we've done everything we can do here. I probably haven't, too. I'm gonna be screaming when I watch this later. I'm my only viewer. I'm my only fan. That's what they call it, OnlyFans. Shout out to Ryan and Griffin, who one day might see this. The real ones, the boys. Alright, let's just go explore the whole world now that I got this cool power. This is also technically, it's showing me the symbol for the Bellway. Where is he? Oh, he's cool. I mean, where can we even travel to? There's nowhere to go. I have to unlock the other place. Over on the deep docks. Alright, this is gonna be kind of a painstaking stream for people probably. Because I just want to get a sense of the exploration. Hey, my terrified friend has left. Or died. In fact, I think I saw her dead. They all kind of look the same, right? Or is that not true? Because, like, she had, like, long two antennas, the scared lady, and we saw her on this playthrough. How we doing, sweetie? I mean, it's not like you can't trust people. I mean, you shouldn't, but it's like an enemy will just lunge at you. You'll know very quickly. Like, you don't have a lot of time to like discern or determine whether or not you should trust somebody. I mean, it's gonna be fight or flight at all times. God, these people are religious to a fault, man. Hey, baby. Got anything for me? That key. One day I'll need that key and I'll have to farm for it. For now. You got a map of the deep docks, baby? You don't. I'll buy it, fucking A. I just like pleasing my lady.
Yes.
This is cool. So, I don't know the difference of these two things, but I'll start marking things eventually, because it's definitely beneficial. I'm probably a bit of a frustrating person to watch play this game because I like to get to know the areas and I really like to savor this. Like, I'm only like 40 or 50% through Hollow Knight on my current save file, and I'm like 40 hours in because I like traversing. I do visit you. Give me more to talk about. We talk all the time. You don't have anything to say. Let's see if the Moss Grotto has anything to offer us. Oh, good job, little one. That's awesome sounding. Oh god, these little fuckers are good at making me hurt. This game is awesome. Good and hard. That's how I like them, up the ass. What if that's what she said been more appropriate? She's got a great hair. I did not mean to do that, but wow, that guy just got the full fucking wrath. Oh my god, I'm gonna die to this little bug. I'm sorry, little bug. Oh wait, yeah, wait, hold on. I need health. There's I was talking to somebody and they said in the first room of the game there's actually a hidden wall. Oh my god, dude, this game is crazy. He said there was an enemy in here. I don't see anything. Apparently there's an enemy in here. Ah, man. I wish I could fight him. Apparently there's like a really hard enemy in this room. I don't... Maybe I'm... Oh my god! Yep, he's here. He's here. He's really hard. I need to enter with some firepower. I mean, Jesus Christ, I need to enter with some real firepower. Oh, cool. This is a nice run back. We need some goo, though. Hey, baby, you look good. Look like a fancy lady. Honestly, I don't know if I'm prepared. Give me some silk. These little silk seeds. I don't know how. I mean, I guess a couple spears to the face is gonna be good. I have throwables and I have spears to the face. Okay. And then if I get enough, if I use my sword a lot or my needle, I can regenerate silk. I can't believe this is a thing. Oh, I'm in. Actually, not. Okay. Dude, oh my god. How do you fight that thing? How do you fight that thing? There's no way. He's gonna give me just money. It's not even gonna be anything good. I'm out of here. It's not worth it for me right now. That's cool though. So many secrets in this game. I'm gonna traverse the world. I should honestly like not stream this part, but it's fun, I guess. In case I need to like, sometimes I'll rewatch it just to learn the map when I'm playing these kind of games. Like it's beneficial to just rewatch. Nothing up here. Then some cuties. You call them cooties, I call them cuties. Everything looks like a labubu in this game. Since that's a word that's in my vernacular now. A little bit of silk. Got Kirby's down B move. I don't remember that being there. The two platforms up here, but they're probably there the whole time. What's the point of this? See, like I'm paranoid. now I'm thoroughly paranoid about everything in this game. That big ass head is in the way though. I can't fucking see anything. Oh, what's Mark this? I love you, Kai. Have a good day. See you at the gym, or maybe you can come over if you want. I'll meet you there. These guys balance at the market. Okay, yeah, it's fun. I haven't really been to that one, so it's gonna be nice to try a different one out.
That's busy.
Yeah, true. It's a good call. I love you, baby. Be safe commuting to work, and have a great day. Alright. It's 9. I'm gonna stream for another like hour probably. Hey Siri, 1 hour timer. It's gonna go by fast.
1 hour starting now.
Let's mark on the map. There's an enemy right here. So this will just mean hard enemy? I mean, that's what the lady friend said. But I feel like, I don't know. Where's Bone? Okay, Bone Bottom. Vendor, yeah. Alright, silver can just mean hard boss for now, I guess. That's fine. Silver means hard boss. Okay. Up we go. You have to like wind your way around, that's right. Maybe this area doesn't have anything. You can get up there. I was curious about this. Those fuckers. There's one more hard foe worthy of that. There was a big, like, beastly guy. Kind of reminded me of the Moth Guardians in the first game. He was red and burly. He looked like Chargin' Chuck from the Super Mario World game. Oh, look at that. Motherfucking dodge. God. That's right, the big door. God, you guys are little fuckers. This is such a good game. I need to, like, recommend this game to more people. And that sounds like a meme, but, like, I have some friends who, like, grew up in the... Like, they're in, like, their 40s, and they grew up in the NES, SNES era, and they're not, like, following what's going on in video games, but they still love to play games with their kids or just on their own time, if that makes sense. Yes, it is possible to be a gamer, like, even more than just the casual, I play Madden and Call of Duty games gamer, which there are millions of. And it is possible to be that kind of gamer and not know what Silksong is. I know plenty of people like that. But these people, uncles, friends, etc., stepdads that I know, it sounds so weird. Like Kai's stepdad, Chris, like he plays games, and you know he has a younger son that's like in like first or second grade, but he grew up playing like Mega Man and Castlevania and stuff. Like he would fucking love this game. And you know, Super Metroid all and the like. Am I going in circles? It smells weird in my apartment. Probably because they're demolitioning. I'm just gonna hit every bench I pass, so I can, you know, that's just the right strategy, I think, when I'm just doing this sort of shit. First boss room. Weird how easy this first boss was. It kind of reminded me of Dark Souls 3. Where, like, it only had, like, 2 or 3 moves to telegraph, and if you're even remotely talented at this the mechanics in the beginning of the game, you're gonna win. I think it took me a few tries. On this playthrough, I did it in 1 try. On this save file, I have 2. It's a chip and dip. We got 2. Give me that effect. Yeah, be free, little ones. Alright. These guys probably think I'm crazy, just talking to myself. Feel bad one guy didn't speak my language. I was like, here, have some water or whatever. Just looked at me. I need to brush up on, like, conversational languages that are commonly spoke in my community. Spanish and Mandarin and Polish are... Yeah, it's the East Village, so it's like there's so many, you know? You know, but, like, this is like little Ukraine, this neighborhood. So there's a lot of people speaking languages from the region of Eastern Europe, and then there's obviously plenty of people speaking Spanish and plenty of people speaking Mandarin, because I'm near Chinatown on the Lower East Side, and Cantonese. So, like, when I go to Dim Sum Palace, my favorite Chinese restaurant, the other day I was like, shit, you know, my shitty pronunciation of thank you, and he was like, no, we say doje, or je do, I don't remember which one it was. I was like, fuck, there's 2 ways to say thank you in China, depending on the language you're speaking and the region you're from. It's wild, man. Cool language, though. The respect the Chinese people have for those who speak the language well. Like, it's interesting, because, like, you'll meet people from China, and they'll talk about themselves or people they know, and they're like, yeah, they're not even that good at at Mandarin or speaking Chinese or Cantonese, however they phrase it. And it's always fascinating to me that you can be... It's not... It's one thing to be, like, literate. It's another, like, in any given language and stuff, it's another thing to be like, oh, your English Your Chinese sounds really good. It's like old school, like with when it comes to English specifically. Like, hello, I'm Hunter. Nice to meet you. Like that's, I don't know if it's like that where it's like everything sounds enunciated and like properly spaced syllable wise and stuff. But like, it's an art form speaking Mandarin and Cantonese. I gotta get better at like getting the fuck out of the way, man. There's plenty of areas I have not further explored because of because of the fact that I couldn't make it there, couldn't reach it. Like this area here. No, not there. Somewhere in the marrow. Oh wait, we figured that out. That's, where is that? It's this little trolley system they have. Up there's a thing. I need to learn and remember which, like presently we have plenty of unexplored gaps here. Oh yeah, there's that fucking place over. Okay, actually, let's see what that's all about. Above the elevator, but I have a lot of money I need to spend as well. So maybe I drop down to Bone Bottom soon. Yeah, and just vendors. Wow. Deep Docks has stuff, traps and the like. And then we got the guy who sells that's just the key. Maybe I should just pay the 80 to lose. What would I gain? I gotta learn this menu traversal too. 155. That's not that great of a deal. I would literally be losing like half of my shit to just protect them, but like, I don't know. It's not the greatest economic sense to me. Have I been up here? We have. Bye. Okay. Now this is what I was talking about. Yeah, we weren't able to come here earlier. This is all new. Oh fuck. It's a boss. Yes, it's a boss. Oh, it's a hard enemy. Okay, it's just a hard enemy. Well, fuck you, dude. Okay, you're getting a fun little pin. You're gonna get a little pin. Where is this bitch? Okay, right here. You get a little boop. Let's put you right here. This is the key. Okay, now we have something to farm for. What else is in here? Trap door. Some Wawa. Fucking shard. Hell yeah. Nice, dude. Hell yeah, that's awesome. And nothing here. Okay. We don't have a map for whatever this area is, so I need to go back in here with Stinky Face. We gotta farm some rosaries, dog. Gross. You're awesome, though. I wish we could be friends. Oh, cool. Oh, shit. Time to farm. We've also not been over here. Oh, yes. God damn, they're really annoying when they do that. Alright, I don't think there's anything else over here. Yeah. Bone bottom. Okay, so we need 500. We need 500, dude. We're gonna have to just run a gauntlet for a little bit. Oh my god, we need 500. Okay. I can do it. I can do that. Hands down, the most rosaries are, I don't exactly remember. Like, right around here. I mean, yeah, that's the best way. I'm gonna have to do this for probably the rest of the stream, unfortunately. Because I want to get this key unlocked. I only have 45 minutes left on this playthrough. I need a squishmallow. Put squishmallow behind my neck. Then I gotta do some adulting today. Do I have any emails? I applied to literally 700 jobs in the last week, and that's not an exaggeration. I spend like an hour and a half where on one screen I have ChatGPT and my notes app, which has a easy, all my cover letters, references, just things I can copy and paste into ChatGPT or reference on my own. And on the other screen, obviously, I have LinkedIn and then job apps from websites, and I'm just listening to some music, drinking some water, and just grinding on job applications. And I'll set the filters to under 10 applicants, remote, hybrid, and just go crazy and constantly use AI I'll copy the job description, paste it in there into ChatGPT, and I have a prompt where it'll write me a really personalized cover letter using not just, hey, this is who I am and why I'm excited for your job, but it's you want your resume and your cover letter to have a lot of the key words that are shown in the job description. So if there's certain KPIs and certain responsibilities and expectations for performance or delivery in a job description, you want your cover letter and resume to speak about those things. So if it's bringing in new business, it's hey, not only do you need to speak about how you've brought in or contributed to bringing in new business, what was your direct effect and what was the long-term impact? So for 8 months, I worked on a media pitch, and that resulted in a new AOR contract or a new scope of work that resulted in, $3.2 million for the agency that year or something. You need to have one sentence impact statements. I did this for this long, which resulted in this. And it needs to be all over your cover letter and your resume, or you're just sending people a bunch of fluff. Even if something doesn't look like fluff, and you're I worked I worked under the, energy distribution sector. Like, I worked for a data analytics company for 8 years and was a leading, like, it just, nothing means anything other than numbers. Fuck. The only thing that speaks is numbers. It's like, how long did you do it? What was the impact? So I've been getting better at that lately, making my every single role, if there's an option to insert or drop an attachment like a PDF of a cover letter, I'll do that. So I'll also have Google Docs open so I can just paste what ChatGPT writes really quickly and PDF it and attach it to any job application. The thing that's tricky is resumes. So I'm applying to a lot of tech sales roles, like account executive roles. So I'll have a resume that speaks to my experience in SaaS and platforms pertaining to the SaaS environment, such as data analytics, cloud, AI, remote monitoring, and then like the actual sales and account management stuff that's involved with that, using everything we've talked about. And I'll also, I have some other things like other experience, like event. The guy just fucking swan dove, like event management, film history and production, stuff like that. So I have like 5 or 6 different resumes. If I really want to get crazy with it, and I think I do, I need to start making custom resumes for each job I apply to. It adds an extra 5 minutes, but the thing is, if I'm going to go through the trouble to spend like 2 hours applying to, like, again, in 2 hours I can probably get out like 150 job applications, right? If I'm going to go through the trouble to have the filters set and do all this other work, I need to just spend the extra 5 minutes to copy my resume, throw it in ChatGPT, copy the job description, and then say, hey, rewrite my resume so it matches more closely with the keywords and performance indicators of this job description. And it will spit back out my resume that in a more relevant sense. I need to do, just because that extra 10 minutes is going to save, or 5 minutes, honestly. It doesn't, not even 5 minutes. That takes 30 seconds in today's world. So that's going to save me a lot of time and, honestly, anguish of otherwise rejected apps. Alright, we are 2/5 of the way there. We're 2/5 of the way there. God, do I just, like... Speaking of efficiency, like, this might be the most... They don't regen. Fuck. Where's a bench? These fuckers don't regen, man. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, these guys... Oh, interesting. Wait, no, that loops back around. But yeah, I'm just tired of being broke, man. Like, I'm just so burnt out. Like, even when I have like all the reasons sometimes to get out of bed in the morning, I can't get out of bed until like the middle of the day. It's like, I was so good at this job I had 2 years ago now. It's been 2 years. And I loved it. I was surrounded by brilliant creative people doing brilliant creative things. I was working on 5G enabled power grids and how we can bring that to people and market it, and not just like, oh, let's just pull the right marketing levers and do a bunch of corporate nonsense, because there's so much pencil pushing in marketing when really it's sales and it's technology that is bringing in revenue, right? Like, it's not your marketing's helping pull levers, and it's crucial, but at the end of the day, it's like, how good is your sales team? How good is your business leadership and like actual innovation happening? And we were a part of those elements. We weren't, like, I've been on advertising campaigns and marketing campaigns where you're just pulling levers, man. And like, yeah, it often works, and then there's often times where it doesn't. But like at this particular role 2 years ago, I was doing really cool creative shit, right? AI enabled retail, how do I even explain it? It was technology where you could use AI to make recommendations across many different websites for the type of clothes you should be buying based on your preferences and sizes, and it was just, and then, you know, some way more complicated stuff such as like manufacturing, frontline technology for first responders, and like just doing really cool shit. I also was doing a full campaign for a brewery out in the mountains of Salt Lake, out in the Uinta Mountains. And they were awesome, man. Going out there and going on ski trips with these guys. Like, my boss, I think the most important thing at the end of the day, can you pay your bills? And do you have a good relationship with your direct report or your supervisor or just your team? If you're not having to be involved that much with your team, let's say you're just like a designer who can do their own thing or whatever the fuck, right? You have a lot of free reign in your role, great. But like, I worked with copywriters, with strategists, with graphic designers, with animators, with programmers, with UX designers, just everybody you can think of, creative directors, and like, they were all good people, man. They were all creative, they were all down to earth, you know, like, these guys knew how to have fun, they had like their heads in good places, they were kind to one another, they took their work seriously, but they didn't take themselves seriously, and they also knew how to turn off and avoid burnout. We had a great team, but in 2020, was it 22 or 23? It was 23, I think. Yeah, 2 years ago. The economy was really bad for advertising outfits of our size. We were like an 80 to 100 person company. We were not enterprise. We were small business, right? And a lot of our clients, you know, when you think of, this is public information at this point, so like Microsoft, Kyndryl, HP, you know, to name a few massive Fortune 100s out there. And then, you know, their marketing budgets get slashed when the economy and inflation really started catching up post-pandemic in 2023. And like, we weren't, like, when you think of like a Verizon Wireless, for example, another one of our big clients, like McCann Erickson is like their primary agency for like advertising and assets, and they have a lot of things in house. So like, small fish like us who were able to do really awesome things, like, they're gonna cut us and bring it into another, they're gonna unify, they're gonna add efficiency, because they knew the economy was just going to be getting bad, and like, every dollar you're spending that's not efficient or unified is only going to become less efficient and less organized in an economy that we are dealing with right now. So, in other words, we got fucked. We got railroaded, man. We lost like most of our clients in a few months. I mean, I got laid off in April 2023. Now there are only like 15 people working at that agency. It got, to be fair, the leadership team didn't pivot correctly. The pivot should have been new business. Like, everybody working there, including people in the creative departments, should have been focusing on like, we got to network, we got to bring in new business, we need to bring in like scraps, you know, we got to do everything we can. We need to be going to every free event we can be going to network. We need to be using our network. Meanwhile, instead, and I know this in hindsight, like, we were doing things like that were costly, like flying the entire company out to a retreat, which doesn't make any sense when 4 months later you have to start your layoffs that never ended. Anyway, I loved that job. That was a Goldilocks job where the pay was fucking unbelievable. The benefits were unbelievable. I liked my day-to-day, and I liked my team. You don't usually get all those things. And after that, it was just a cycle of... I started working at this tech company that didn't pay me that well and had a really awful team and micromanagement, to the point when I would show up and I would have to like send my like 3 different bosses a note being like, I've arrived at the office, and they had us on camera in a cubicle. And it was cold calling every single day. And during my lunch breaks, I was doing job interviews on they had like an outdoor section of this office. I would go outside, put headphones on, and do job interviews every day. And then in the evenings, I would look for these jobs. And I did that for like, God, I don't know, 3 months. And then I found an advertising agency. something that I have experience in, and I'm like, cool. It paid more. It was, and the description was like $75,000 or something, and they ended up only giving me 50, but it was fully remote. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this because my other job, I am in person 5 days a week being micromanaged. It was the wrong decision. The person I worked for at this advertising agency was just absolutely diabolical, man. I mean, just a spineless, horrible person, treating everyone like crap. I mean, she's since been fired at this company, but like, I was so good with these clients we worked with, some of which were the PATH train in New Jersey and the New Jersey government. These guys were Northeast Trenton based, so a lot of our clients were New York and New Jersey and stuff. And I worked with the National Science Foundation, NSF, and got to work with really cool people. And like I'm a people person, and like my clients loved me, my teammates liked me. I'm sure we got along really well. But like, man, this boss, I dreaded waking up in the morning having to take a one-on-one with her, and it was remote work. So like, thankfully, I was able to like get some escape from this. I don't know. Maybe it would have been better if we were in person. In hindsight, I learned that this boss was the sole provider financially for her 2 kids living in like a 1.5 bedroom apartment in Orlando. Her husband or partner is a professional fighter, and was just so stressful for her. And this woman who was in charge of me also was just, not happy with her own life, but man, did she take it out on other people. And that's never what you should be doing. Fuck this guy. Did I get my shit back? I did that for way too long. I started that in like August 2023 and didn't get out until like, I just had to quit. I was just like, I like shut down. I think one time I was so burnt out. And again, to speak on this, by the way, I got really sick when I got first laid off in April 2023 from that dream job. I was twice a month getting what felt like COVID. Exhausted, weak. My sinuses are inflamed. Getting fever-like symptoms without getting the temperature of the fever. Couldn't keep my food down. I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, I have some sort of autoimmune disorder. Is it allergies? We never quite figured it out. But my apartment was infested with mold. Right around the same time I found out that my, living in Texas, such a hot place, and this was like a renovated apartment that they kind of threw together really quickly. I found out the HVAC system, again, adulting is a bitch. The HVAC system wasn't correctly set up, where God damn it, man. Like, I ran the AC a lot so I wasn't sweating in that scorching town, and it caused my apartment to basically get super moldy, and I was breathing in mold constantly. That's likely a major cause, because my symptoms have gotten better since then. So I spent thousands of dollars trying to figure out what was wrong with me. I had like a scope looking at my stomach, because I did the allergy tests and the allergy shots. I had to treat mold in my apartment, and the apartment only paid for parts of it. I accumulated I burnt through my savings, and I had no money. I have been in that state of just like having no money and being just stressed, jumping from job to job for almost like the last 2 years. I finally get to February 2024 working under this agency, and I think the only reason I stayed in there so long, and guys, like, I every single day was applying for new jobs, and I finally was like, I'm doing something wrong. And that's when I like did a lot of research on how to like rewrite my resume and do what I was talking about earlier. Like, I worked with 12 clients and brought in this much revenue for the agency, impacting in this kind of growth, or what. I learned how to speak correctly on resumes in a way where every single bullet that I put in there needed to be there and spoke to something that like reflected what you would, what hiring managers would want to see. And I quickly was able to, get out of there. I was so shut down. I think one time I even fell asleep on a meeting. Like, I wasn't doing well in the last 2 months. Like, I gave up. I'm like, I don't care about this person who manages me. I don't care about this company. I don't even care about myself. I'm just getting the paycheck, trying to pay back my debt. I had, $40,000 in student loans and about $10,000 in medical bills at that point. My rent was like $3,300 a month, and I was only bringing in about like 36 at that time. So it was rough, man. I eventually got out of that apartment. I ended that lease, and around the same time ended that job. I just let them fire me. I was going to take the severance. I wasn't going to quit. And I started doing this consulting for a local company in Austin, Texas for South by Southwest. And it was a nice breath of fresh air. I moved in with my girlfriend. Her rent was $1,200, which is insane. She lived in, about 10 minutes north of downtown Austin in a beautiful area called Brentwood, which kind of has the spirit of Austin, Texas. Old, like, video and DVD rental stores, cocktail bars and pubs, like saloons. Like, it felt like your Dazed and Confused Austin, Texas, to even down to the top-notch restaurant that was there. And started doing, living with her, paying $600 in rent, but my consulting was only bringing in like $1,200 a month, if that. So I still only had a few hundred extra dollars, but I was working like 2 to 3 hours a day in this consulting job, and it allowed me to get back in the gym. It allowed me to spend more time outside, and I would go to the park every day, this park called Peace Park in Austin, and I would just sit outside and I would draw, I would paint, do things I'm not even good at, right? And just reflect. And man, that like saved my life, spending that time and doing that. It's crazy how much a work environment that doesn't bring you fulfillment, let alone a work environment that really brings you down and suffocates you, it does years of damage, man. You really have to go to therapy and go to the gym and work and practice on mindfulness to kind of undo the damage that is done from this. Especially if you're not like making a lot of money in return for the sacrifices you're making. Anyway, I had a really good period there of just like, I knew at that point in time I wanted to move out of Austin because the heat was too much, and my partner and I had fallen in love with New York in 2022, and I couldn't get steady, couldn't get stable. She was finishing school, and finally found a job at another advertising agency that seemed to have killer culture. It was a New York-based job. Flash forward, I got the role, and had it for about 9 to 10 months, and then they got hit with layoffs, and I got laid off again. So for a while there, had some stability. But to be honest with you, the job was extremely stressful and unrewarding. I'm not applying for any more account manager jobs. And for anyone who doesn't know how advertising agencies work, like when you're an account manager, you're basically the point of contact for all the stakeholders on the client side. You're working with them to understand their business goals. Like, how can I make you successful? Like, how does your boss look at your job, right? When I'm meeting with like these marketing directors or global program directors or people who are owning a revenue stream in a company, and how can I help you guys be successful? What kind of marketing do you need to do? So it's like I bring the tools to the table. I bring them strategists and creative directors, and through that strategy meets creative combination, we can think of how can we have the right branding to the right demand generating marketing, right? That's like, brand is how you get people to come to the table, and demand is how you get them to come back. It's interesting work, but it was just exhausting. We had I had one client that just did not listen to anything. And I loved like 90% of them, honestly, but like some people at the very tippy top were a bit difficult to work with, and like it was burning me out. And something I want to talk about for a second is the 2 years leading up to finally being able to get like another stable job that paid real money with real benefits, and allowed me to fulfill my dream of moving to New York City. Everything was happening, but I didn't feel instantly better. I was exhausted. I was depressed. I was anxious. I was irritable. Every day felt like such a struggle, man. Like I used to be this person who had so much energy. I had so much... I look at it and I want to call it naivete, but that sounds too pessimistic. I was the kind of person who would go knock on doors and shake hands. When I first moved to Austin, Texas, I was like, I'm going to go out and meet new friends, find new opportunities to be successful, pursue my passions. And 2023 to 2020 through 2024 just burnt me out. When I finally landed that new job, I was just like, man, it's hard to be good at this job. It's hard to take care of myself. You know, I just couldn't. I was just so exhausted. Being poor is exhausting. Poverty is exhausting. I mean, the feeling, most of you don't understand the feeling of opening your phone and seeing like a negative balance in your checking account, and there's nothing you can do about it. I still to this day have, again, because I got laid off back in April, I have like $6,000 in credit card debt. I have like $200 to my name. That takes a toll on you. You have to really practice mindfulness, and I haven't been the best at doing it lately. And the other day I just spent like the entire day crying with my partner. I just broke down, man. I was just like, I don't feel like a human being anymore. I couldn't even bring myself to take showers. I was just avoiding the stress, you know. So I'm just trying to practice mindfulness. What are my 3 goals for every day? It's like, I need to get good sleep, I need to eat well, and I need to be as active as I can be. I was diagnosed with Achilles tendonitis in both of my fucking Achilles heels, which basically means the tendon that is your Achilles that runs from your heel up into your calf muscle, they're both extremely brittle, and it makes walking very hard. And the arch area of each of my respective feet, there's like little joints that, you know, connect your toes to the front of your ankle on top of your foot. Those are doing all the work that my Achilles tendon would usually be doing, and it's caused my feet to swell up. I've developed 2 heel spurs in both of my feet. I have plantar. I mean, like, it's hard to be active, and I can't afford physical therapy. I don't have any benefits. I don't have insurance. So it's like, usually what I do when I'm feeling low, it's like, hey, running is free. You know? Push-ups are free. Squatting is free. Like, you don't even need a gym membership to be in shape. Go outside and run, but walk. You know, I live in this city with so much energy in New York, and I can't really do that. I knew something was wrong a few months ago when, this is before I even got laid off from that job. I was doing some like work in my living room to redo we have like a quote unquote home theater area. And really what that is, it's just, you know, my dad got me a sound bar like 10 years ago, and I still have it. And when I was working at Best Buy in college, I saved up to get a TV at a discount, and we have a little, you know, quote unquote home theater. And I was doing some cord management with some wire concealers on the wall, and the sound bar that I had mounted that same day just kept falling off its mount, and falling on my knees. And instead of like moving the soundbar out of the way, which would make way more sense, I just kept putting it back. And the third time it fell on my knees, because yes, it just kept happening. I took the soundbar and I just kept smashing and smashing and smashing it against the ground, cursing at it to the point where I think I was red in the face, veiny and drooling almost, screaming at this thing, shattering it into many little pieces over and over again, to the point where I was just out of breath, dizzy, with pieces of technology all over the room. And my terrified and confused girlfriend looking at me. And I was like, I need help. I got laid off, started doing streaming for a while, but it just wasn't profitable enough. I was streaming on Whatnot, which is basically just a glorified gambling app. It's in many ways, it's also like it's streaming meets like a marketplace. Like there's people who will like thrift clothes and like, you know, auction off thrifted items, and you know, it's a pretty cool concept, honestly. But I worked for a company that made its name in trading cards, namely sports trading cards, and they wanted to do Pokemon, so I hosted their Pokemon show for 5 months, and it was just, I can't really get into why it didn't work out, but it didn't work out. So they canceled our show, and I was only making like enough money to where after all my bills were paid, my Wi-Fi, my water bill, I don't have a water bill, my utilities, my electric bill, my laundry, spending a couple $100 a month on groceries, my portion of the rent, I was only pocketing $150 a month, $75 a paycheck to spend on anything that isn't proprietary. That obviously didn't work. And now I am back to having no job, like I said, applying every day, and I have $200 left in my name, with a $1,700 rent. My gracious partner has taken on the burden of carrying us through this challenging time, but she can't do it for long. I mean, I don't even know if she could do it next month. It's hard not to feel trapped, you know. It's a situation I don't have a lot of control over, necessarily. It's like, I'm about to go work at Best Buy, or work at my local dispensary, or my local cinema, or something, just to bring home some money that I can give to her to contribute to rent. I've already made a few phone calls and have that lined up. But I want to, I don't know what I really want to do. Like, what I want to do is, I'd love to be like doing a creatively rewarding job. You know, I'm a film history major. I'd love to program film for cinemas or teach film history, but there's not jobs for that. And I'm a people person, so sales seems like the quick fix. It's like, I gotta pay back these debts, I gotta bring some stability back into my life. I'm already stressed as fuck working in advertising agencies that will just lay you off anyway, so it's like, my performance, by the way, at this last agency was fantastic. Like, it was fantastic, but first hired, last hired, first fired, you know. Like, my performance reviews were good. Like it was a shock to me. These companies don't care about you, man. I brought them like a $2.2 million contract. I can't really talk too much about this publicly. I'm bitter about it, I guess. When I give myself the time to be, I don't feel positively about it. So I'm like, I don't want to enter that environment again. I'd rather work with a bunch of tech bros who don't know anything outside of listening to DJ and how to have brunch at the place their social media tells them to have brunch at. You know, I'm gonna work with basic bitches. I don't care. I just need to do something where my energy and my stress pays off. Something where I can pay my bills, pay back all my credit card debt, my student loan debt, my medical bills. I mean, I have collection agencies calling me because I can't pay my medical bills. So, weirdly enough, though, it's not all doom and gloom. Last week marked a year in New York City as a full-time resident here with my partner, and it was one of the best years of my life. It's weird how the yin and the yang are there, and it's like, mindset is so powerful. Like, obviously, it's hard to escape the stress of when you're unable to pay bills and you're literally getting fined by the bank because you don't have enough money. Yeah, that's a thing, by the way. I don't know how many of you have ever been as poor as me, but when you have, like, insufficient funds, when you're, like, under, like, I mean, let alone $50 on some accounts, but, like, you know, every week my account goes into the negative, and it's like, I'll get charged, like, $20. It's like, great! I had negative $75, now I have negative 85, or 95 rather. Fucking sick, dude. I think there's a Louis C.K. bit about that, that now just resonates more than I wish it did. About... Anyway. Life was still great in the last year. I have friends, I have family that loves me. Despite being super sick 2 years ago into having... basically grandpa feet on both legs, I still have things that bring me fulfillment. I still have video games. I still have movies. I still have great music and the feeling of eating great food and seeing great things, going to museums and getting emotional looking at a great painting. That's being a fucking human being, man. Being able to be intimate with your partner who loves you, being able to get excited with your friends who love you, that's being fucking human. When I talk about that period when I first quit that job, or I let them fire me, when I was going to the park every day and only working 2 hours a day, sometimes I wonder, why did I leave that? I wasn't happy. I wasn't really happy in Austin anymore, but at the same time, I was. I had a community. I had family there. But we pursued our dream of living out here, and I don't regret that. I just am unable to fully execute it and realize it at the moment. My point is, there's been good things that have happened in the last couple of years, too. I just feel like I haven't been acknowledging the balance. I feel like I live in a way where the good things are just distracting me from how everything in my societal measured life has fallen apart. You know, I'm broke. I'm unhealthy. I hadn't been to a dentist in 2 years because I can't afford it. I have wisdom teeth that are rotting in the back of my mouth right now because I can't afford to get them taken out. That hurts. And, like, I'm not really trying to complain. I'm just trying to talk it out. You know, I think this is why journaling is really powerful. In, like, therapy, if you can afford it. Like, just getting your thoughts out there, documenting them, and then with, like, unbiased eyes, like, what did you write down? What did I say? Like, if you were to read the same things and hear the same things from a stranger, what would you think? What advice would you give them? Oh man, I didn't know this was... Hell yeah. And I just need to practice more mindfulness. It's like, what kind of active stuff can I do? Well, I can lift weights sitting down. I can ride like a bike machine at the gym. It doesn't really use my Achilles tendons. I can stretch. I can't do yoga anymore, which is a bummer because the pain was too great. But I can do things to, like, for 30 minutes or an hour a day where I can be quote unquote active. I can go in the sauna because my gym has that. I can read. I can spend less time on social media. I can stop measuring myself compared to others. You know, those things are huge. Fuck. And I can be more positive. It's easier said than done. Every single day I'm working like hell to get out of this situation, man. Anyway, I know this has been a very boring playthrough. 280. I need 500. I'm definitely gonna have to pay to strap these bitches up to save these. Because I'm only getting 5 at a... 5 at a time. And I need 200 more almost. 200 divided by 5. That's 40 enemies.
200 divided by 5 is 40.
Yeah, that's 40 enemies. I don't know why I asked that. Hey, Camellia Davis, fuck off. Quit trying to solicit people and scam people. Like, whatever hell you believe in, go fucking rot in it. Allah hates you, God hates you, the Buddha would spit on you. Whatever you believe in. Especially as I'm sitting here talking about how broke I am. Like, I'm pretty sure you're just a bot. So, like, it's nothing personal to me, no hair off my nuts, but, go walk into fucking traffic if you are a real person. Allah hates you. Jesus hates you. Whatever floats your boat. I gotta stay in the Moss Lands. I gotta kill 40 more enemies. But yeah, man. And then my girlfriend feels exhausted too, because you know this past year was her first year dealing with 9 to 5s, and I think unless you are literally like in tech, you're not making a lot of money and it's exhausting. Working 40 to 60 hours a week. I mean, at my advertising job here in New York, I was working 60-hour weeks just to be able to be somewhat behind rather than very behind. Constantly dealing with adults who had just fucking baby personalities, man. Like, the amount of people in, like, professional settings who just whine and don't respect people, and, like, it's astonishing, man. How unprofessional... Like, professionalism is bullshit, by the way. There's no such thing. The only thing that really matters is, like, do you treat people with respect? Because, like, the whole professional thing is a fucking lie. It's like, I know plenty of people who look like they should be fucking baristas, and they're more professional than C-suites I've met. $160 more to go, my friends. Jesus Christ. But yeah, my partner, you know, you don't realize when you're exiting school how much you're going to miss being in school, or being in that era, whether you were in college or not. That era where you didn't have to just work for 8 hours a day without being able to just like fluctuate and take breaks on your own pace. We almost had that revolution with remote work, where it's like I can take my meetings, I can get my tasks done, I can manage my time, I can even have my boss check in with me, but it's like I can also get laundry done, I can also go outside, I can, if you live in a nice warm environment, you can go over to the pool, you can work out, you can do yoga in the middle of the day, you can go grocery shopping or spend time with your kids or your pets. But no, that just didn't last long because of corporate greed, even though it's literally cheaper. Kai worked at a place where her boss was maybe worse than any boss I've ever had, and that's saying a lot. And it got to a point where I had to sit her down and tell her, like, quit this job. And I think she told me she was thinking it for a while. She was like, yeah, I've been thinking about, I need to get out of here. I mean, like, every day she'd be like, this person's insane. And she was. Her boss was like, I won't read emails. You have to call me. Like, Kai was doing, like, she was like a designer for them. She was designing emails and email templates and, like, banner ads and, like, flyers and stuff. It was like a non-profit, so she was, like, often designing, like, outreach stuff. And, this psycho billionaire, yes, with a B, this billionaire owned this nonprofit, which is clearly just a tax write-off, and she just would call Kai all hours of the day and rant at her for like hours. Rant at her. And would not give her consolidated feedback, wouldn't be kind, she would be rude. She'd be like, you don't know what you're doing. You're terrible at this. you didn't listen to what I said. And Kai would be like, I did listen to what you said. You told me to fix this or that and the other, and here's how I implemented your feedback. And she's like, well, you didn't do this. And like, you know, always coming up with a new thing. She just liked to fucking belittle people. That's really what it was. And yeah, we had a long, hard talk. Where I was like, get the fuck out of this. And at the time I had my job, so I was like, I'll just carry you through it. It's not worth it. Trust me. You're going to end up in the same position as me mentally. And then eventually she found a job working for the city, which is fantastic, that she really likes. She has a nice boss, nice coworkers. She kind of has more management over her own time, despite it being an on-site role. Like she can come, you know, she can show up at like 10 and leave at like whenever, really, when she's done with her tasks. That job, unfortunately, was a year contract that ends in November, so we're in a stressful situation. We both just had a year where we're both just burnt out. Burnt out amongst things, again, like we've had a lot of things that are amazing, but like we had a heart-to-heart the other day realizing like we need a routine that promotes health wealth. Like, we need a routine where it's like, amongst all this stress, we need to make sure we're like, how mindful are we being with our actions and our time? Like, are we eating things that are financially responsible and physically, you know, in terms of our health, responsible? Like, are we getting good sleep? Are we abusing substances like alcohol and marijuana? Are we, you know, doing things that can actually set us up to feel good in the first place, even if we loved our circumstances, right? Like, perfect job, perfect money, etc. Are we still setting ourselves up for success? And I think for a while we were both in a position where we were each getting paid well enough. There was a few months of overlap where like she had that new job and I had that job, and like I was of course very fucking stressed and not liking it, but like we were each able to pay our bills and enjoy our busy lives outside of work, doing things we're passionate about. But we weren't being mindful, right? I wasn't in a position to save money, and she wasn't really either, and we weren't going to the gym on a good routine. We would smoking too much weed, not really taking care of our bodies, and our sleep habits, I mean, God, they were terrible. So we had this talk on this past Saturday, it's a Monday now, of like, all right, every day we need a bedtime, we need a wake-up time, we need goals for the day, we each need to start journaling, just what can we do to like equip ourselves with the best likelihoods, and I'm hoping it goes well, because we both just need a lifeboat, man. And like, there's no handouts in life. You gotta work like hell to get things, and I'm willing to, man. It's hard when you're really burnt out. People don't talk about that enough. I'm tired of being I mean, we haven't even gotten into if you're neurodivergent, if you're ADHD, if you suffer from chronic depression, whatever the fuck it might be, man. Like, how hard it is to function in this narrow-minded society. I'm tired of being gaslit and being told I'm lazy because I struggle to do things people who are simple-minded can do easily. You know what I mean? I'm tired of intelligence and capability being measured by your ability to be a sheep. Which is what most people are, unfortunately. But sitting here and dwelling and complaining about it is like not what brings change. It honestly just spreads negative energy only to yourself. The only way you can bring about change is on your hardest day, forcing yourself to be your best. And it's so hard, man. God, these fuckers. These crooked fuckers. Some crooked fuckers. Like, that's the reality. You have to, and that's why we're like, we need a routine. Like, how many, you gotta have a system. It can't just be goals. Like, you have to have a system. Goals are eventually you reach the goal, and then you're like, now what? You need a system that has goals naturally built into it. So it's like, every day I got to apply to jobs for 2 hours. I need to go to the gym for 30 minutes. I need to go to bed at 10:30 every fucking day, even if I'm wide awake. I need to, you know, yada, yada, yada. Do things that will set me up for success and help me coexist with this Everest-sized amount of stress on my shoulders. Sometimes I feel like I can't talk about this with people they don't understand, other than my partner. I mean, we both are neurodivergent, right? Like, we're both creative old souls who we participate in the things we are passionate about and the things we love. Fuck me in the ass. And, like, I'm not really trying to hate on the people who don't do that, because, like, power to you, man. I'm just saying that, like I was talking to my best buddy earlier, and I was like, man, like, to be honest with you, like, and I was texting, I was like, I haven't been able to, I've been sleeping in until like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I'll go like 3 days without showering. I'm just crippling, and I don't think he, and I'll probably send this to him eventually, like, I don't think he really understands, and it's not his fault. It's hard to explain to someone what it feels like to, like, be backed up in a corner if they haven't been there themselves. And, like, I wouldn't wish this on anybody. I'm not saying someone is, like, not as intelligent or, like, incapable of empathizing with somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is not, like, ill will I'm speaking. 36. Oh yeah, my shit. I'm more just speaking, like, it's almost like if a bird and a fish were able to converse, right? Like, a bird trying to explain to a fish what it's like to fly, and a fish trying to explain to a bird what it's like to be underwater. It's not possible. And that's kind of like what neurodivergence is. Like, when you think of ADHD and, like, depression, it's like, hey, like, this fish and the bird, they might hang out in the same harbor. They might even eat the same food and benefit from the same ecosystem, but their physiology has made their lives quite different. That's not the best example, but it's the one I got right now. Because that's how drastic it feels sometimes. It's like I'm trying to explain to somebody a color that doesn't exist. And we've all been stressed. We've all been depressed. We've all been unable to focus. So, like, it's not like that's something that, like, my friends and family, like, they can empathize with that. Like, everybody's stress is valid, man. Everybody has a boss. Everybody has someone they love that they want to keep or that they've lost. Everybody has felt alone. But not everybody has felt ADHD. Not everybody has felt neurodivergent. Not everybody has felt depression just in the way I speak of. There's, like, little d depression and big D depression in psychology. Little d is usually circumstantial. I'm depressed because my friend killed himself. I'm depressed because my girlfriend left me or cheated on me. I'm depressed because my parents are getting a divorce. And it, you know, it's a coping mechanism. And then there's, like, big D depression, which is also probably a coping mechanism of ADHD, where your body doesn't produce, and again, this is what Big Pharma tells us, but research tells us that your body doesn't produce the serotonin it needs to get up and go, to be able to focus on tasks without it feeling painful. And, like, when you pair that with some things that are out of your control, you know, like medical issues you can't tend to, and jobs that will lay you off for no reason, and just crippling debt, it's hard to, I don't know, it's hard to speak the same language about it. But, like, during the times like this, you have to embrace your friends and your family, you know? You gotta see them as much as possible. Your friends, whether they can truly, fully understand they love you, you know? Like you will be laughing more often than not. You will be getting excited about things. You'll take your mind off of it in a healthy way. Off of, by it, I just mean everything. And speaking of that, don't practice avoidance. Something I've realized during these periods of turmoil is I avoid looking at my bank account. I avoid. You have to almost like confront the things that bring you the anxiety, and by that I mean like write them down. Like if I were to write down right now, like what's keeping me up at night? What's making me feel a bit hollow? It's like money problems, debt for medical bills, my physical health, like issues, right? And then you think about like what's causing that suffering and how do I end that suffering? So it's like, let's say it's money problems. It's like, okay, like I need to find a way to end that suffering from my money problems. I need a job that can pay this, right? Pay my, can't even talk. Allow me to pay my debt off and function. I need that because I can also tend to my feet. And like when you're writing out these different things that are these stressors or sources of stress, it allows you to also, you can prioritize them. Like you can write out the different things of like, all right, like what are my causes of suffering, honestly? Like if you were to characterize them, you could like put them in priorities and then you can write the solutions, and like certain solutions can take more weight over the others. Like we need 60. Because like right now, like the money thing is the number one, like being able to have money, but like as I learned last year, simply having more money and having a status on a good job is not what's going to fix your years of burnout and your trauma from stress. That's not how that works. It's just not. So you have to do other things too. You have to heal. You have to change. And that means you got to be vulnerable. I mean, you got to figure out. It's hard when you feel trapped under almost what feels like the water. Like for me, it's like I want to change. I don't want to feel this way. No one wants to feel this way. But it's like sometimes it's just impossible to move. And that's where you got to reach out to your friends and to your family, to your partner, and let them know, like, I need a sponsor in this. I need help. Forgot I have 30 there. Because, like, you know, sometimes you just can't do it all on your own. This bitch. Alright, we now have enough to get the key. Oh God, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Son of a bitch. Oh, how redundant. Anyway, that's enough of that for today. I'm gonna get off this game. I'm gonna go apply for jobs for 2 hours, keep trying to improve and get better. I'm going to the gym tonight. I'm gonna stretch, because that's all I can do for my shitty feet. And, I'm just gonna hope for the best, man. And, like, again, it's mindfulness. I'm not really just going to hope for the best. I'm going to evaluate. Kai and I, we're talking every morning and afternoon of, like, did we accomplish our goals for the day? How are we both feeling? Like, what should change, if anything? Or, like, You know, we don't want to just be throwing spaghetti at the wall either. It's like, how do you practice mindfulness? How do you practice habits that are going to create a system that works? Let's buy this key. Oh. You're gonna die. Nothing here. The worm ways. Oh, good. It's not creepy at all. I think this is where we stop for the day. Oh, God. Creepy shit. We do not want to die down here. Oh. Oh, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. I don't know what you do. We're gonna mark you on the map. I don't know what I'm doing. Money. Back in Moss Bottom or whatever the fuck it's called. Weird, man. What is this place? Shit. Oh, fuck me. That's not what I wanted to do. Where the hell am I? Give me a bench. Oh God. Didn't know it was gonna be a fight. Shit. This is bad. Oh God, big fatty. Just stay away from this guy. Fucking A. More? Oh, you guys suck. You gotta be the last one, right? No, you're not. Oh my God. I'm gonna call it there. We will explore. We'll explore later. Thanks, guys, for listening to me vent. If anyone's out there. That's all from me.
Silksong.